Small Prey. Written by GarnetAndOpal. Narrated by Dodge the Grave. By now, you have to know you're in trouble deep enough you can't escape. That's right. You tried to move your arms and found you couldn't. The same with your legs. I can hear what you're thinking. You know that, right? Your thoughts are what led me to you. Of course, it wasn't quite the 8-lane highway that I prefer. I'm lazy, and there are so many frequenters, most of them running right along that 8-lane highway of deviancy I call the internet. They boast as if no one will know who they are or what they post, but I am right there watching it all stream by. Not just a trickle of evil and filth, but a veritable river of shit. But you? No. You were much trickier than that. You're off-grid with your wickedness. You're on your own personal cow path to hell. You don't leave electronic traces, and you tend to shield your thoughts. You think about your misdeeds only when you start, and then you stop thinking about them once you've hidden the results. I waited so long for you and finally caught a snippet of thought. It wasn't hard to lure you. I had worried that you might be too slick to fall for a cheap shot, but I went ahead with the ruse. I chose a form interesting to you. Not even 5 feet tall, slim-hipped, small-breasted. You like those dark-eyed petite blondes, the ones whose hair darkens as they age. But you snag them, and they don't get a chance to get any older. You were standing in line at a bookstore in the mall. You were starting to look for the next one. Enter me. Me in a crop top and leggings. Me in pink gym shoes. Me with pink lip gloss. I feigned a little shyness and then walked up to you. I turned my face up to look at you, hair falling across my cheek, and you let me put my hand in yours. I led you out the door and straight here. You never balked. You never even wondered why I looked like an adult, but dressed like a kid. Thank you, mister, I said. My kitten is in this tree over here. There wasn't a tree within a 6-block radius of us, but still you let me lead you by the hand. You didn't even protest when I opened the portal to my workshop and drew you in. So, here we are. Don't assume I am here to teach you a lesson. You're not teachable. You lack empathy. Without empathy, you won't understand the lesson. Don't think I am seeking justice either. Sure, I mentioned your victim, but she wasn't the only one you hurt, just the most recent. How could I manage justice for all of them? Think it through. You have only one human life, only one human soul. As did they. They outnumber you, so your life can't be taken to somehow compensate for you taking all of theirs. I'm not Jesus, and you're not Lazarus. More importantly, you aren't worth more than any of them. Don't think I am avenging anyone either. Same reasons. So many of them, only one of you. Right now, I am resisting poking you in the chest with my finger with every syllable. I can be so crass. But I can afford a certain amount of dignity right now. I don't have to rush into anything. I have all the time I want to touch you, however I wish, wherever I wish. I'd like to show you my true form now. Just a little shimmy and a shake, and I am out of that tiny meat suit. What a relief. You understand how much bigger I am, and you feel pretty small now. See? I understand you. In some ways, you and I are similar. Like you, I prefer smaller prey. They are easier to control, and there's something so cute and tasty about them. It's like the difference between a tart and a pie. The tart is so easy to just pop right into the mouth, and there is that burst of flavor. Also like you. I get a kick out of that look of realization from my prey. Absolutely, this will not end well for you. And you are getting that message loud and clear. My mandibles are only inches from your face. I can smell your emotions. What? Tears? I do love tears. Let me clean your face by licking it. I know. The surface of my tongue is raspy, but that little tinge of blood blends with the tears so well. It is my salt and pepper. You know that, right? The more you cry, the more you bleed. You're just seasoning my meal. I nudge you with a knuckle. Goodness, how you startle. While I slice a few slits in your shirt with my talons, I notice you don't have expensive tastes in clothing. The fabric rips unevenly. Tut. Half of the enjoyment of a meal is the presentation. But I guess I can't complain about the shirt. It was a serviceable garment, if ordinary. You're paying so much attention to my talons, silly human. Here. See? I have several stingers on each forelimb, too. Interestingly, they carry different toxins. I am a multi-poison kind of gal. You're surprised? Yes, I am female. No tits, but still all girl. That is the only point of irony here, and a small point at that, since I also prey on evil women. You and I are violent, but I don't sexualize my violence. To me, you really and truly are a meal. I am more like a cat, you see. I enjoy my meal, and I savor toying with it first. The more you cry, struggle, scream, even piss, the better I like it. Of course, some of my prey reach the point where they surrender and go utterly limp. That is pretty tasty, too. However, you and I are not totally alike in our predilections. You are attracted to the innocent. I like the wicked ones. I like how The badness just rolls around in my mouth. It's odd. Even though you're wicked, guilty, and evil, you still cry like an innocent. I guess it's true. Humans are similar to each other once all the outer trappings are stripped away. All humans cling to life. Wailing. Now that's a strange reaction. I don't hear it often. Oh, now the begging comes. Yes, I am so much more familiar with that. Promising not to tell anyone doesn't work with you, does it? So amusing that you thought it might work with me. Besides, who would believe you? A big, scary demon monster kidnapped you and tortured you? Oh, wait. There is a little irony there, too, because you think you are supposed to be the kidnapper, torturer, and killer. Not this time, Squirt. I'm bigger, stronger, and meaner. Ha 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 ha. Isn't that shrieking a bit much? I only removed a pinky finger, but you're screaming like I pulled out some intestines. I know. I removed a few guts before. People get pretty squealy when I do that. Unless they've already reached the limp phase. Wait. Did you hear that? Literally, my stomach is growling. It seems that one little tiny finger got my hunger going. I said before that I can be crass, right? You know, hasty and undignified. I'm not going to draw this out any longer. Dinner time is calling my name. I know you can't hear me. At least, not with your ears. But I did want to let you know that your skull gives just exactly the right amount of crunch. Thank you so much for listening to my reading of the short scary story, Small Prey, written by GarnetAndOpal. You can find more stories from GarnetAndOpal on her subreddit, ScatteredLight. I have read a lot of stories from GarnetAndOpal. She's an amazing author, and the one thing that I really appreciate about being a horror narrator is all of the writers that you get to work with. And you, Phoenix, you're a joy. I hope you know that. I love the story. Why? Because the character is freaking awesome. I loved the teasing and the playfulness of this character and how it kind of made me I kind of had to push myself a bit. I've never read for a character like this before. But as soon as I read it, I did that thing where you read it and you hear it in your voice and you just imagine what it would be like to read it. And I know that as soon as I'm doing something like that, I know I'm going to narrate it because it was just too fun to read. So I hope you enjoyed my narration of it, Phoenix. I hope I did your story justice. It's really good. There would definitely be more narrations of GarnetAndOpal's work. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you enjoyed the narration, share it on your social media sites. Get the word out. Yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Take care, guys.